this is whether or not Valkyrie can keep their form going against Bren Esports, and if they can set the pace early on. If Valkyrie can make Bren play their game, this could be trouble for Bren.
The setup is going to be Bren Esports. They bring out the Killjoy yet again, their Jet as well, and of course Pokemon the Phoenix. It's the line that we expect to see from them, especially here on Haven. From the side of Valkyrie, of course they're going to go for the exact same lineups that we've seen, and guess who is going to be on the Reyna? Well, that's right. It's not going to be Adrian. I'm just kidding. Of course it's Adrian. Who else would it be?
We've got like Dorio. What?
Yeah, I'd love to see it. Like you're looking at, there's a couple of players at the top of our scene that only play one agent, right? There's Josh S on Raze. There's Adrian on the Reyna. They don't really. Well, those are the two that come to mind right now. But obviously, there's a couple that just only play Omen and things like that. I like that just from Flippy. He actually spotted Ching as he crossed over there. As Knives will be finding the first kill. Dispenser will be the first to go down. Knives tries to go for the shot up close with the Ghost. Not going to be the case. The frenzy reigns supreme as Flippy. Nice little flick there, but Jesse Vash is there to shut down Jet in the back of sight. Adrian, great flank, and he's got the bomb in his. He's got the spike in his view as well, and so a long range Reyna with full HP, and oh my God, dubstep! The double kill to secure a third, and just like that, we're in a 1 versus 2. Adrian now has to fight back from a different position. He's gonna fight his way back in from spawn.
Oh, okay. So I thought Adrian was gonna be like
spike planted,
trying to get Bren Esports as they rotate going into the B site, but no. Bren very smartly plays it. They plant for the C. Spot 1, the dash was a fail. Using the heal actually killed him that time, not the dismiss, and Borkum does get him in the end, and so it's pretty interesting. So they're now back on their normal lineup, Bren. So it's Dispenser back on the Killjoy, but Adrian was allowed to walk all the way into C along to get that flank kill, and that could be a problem for Bren if they do not fix that immediately and bolster their defense on their flank. It could be just Adrian flanking over and over again and getting these kills.
Careful now.
Oh, what a hot hands there by Borkum. Actually burning Flippy down. That could be dangerous here for Valkyrie. They only have pistols, but also Bren, they do have pistols as well. And Dubstep just waiting whether or not he could claim. I do think they're just running across the map, getting these frags. Dispenser with the 2K on that Spectre, and last person left alive is going to be Adrian once again, as is the case most of the time. And the recon bolt going to come out, is going to scan him twice and even thrice in this one. Shock dart to the face, and Jesse Bash gets him in the end, and it is a 0-2 start now, fast for Bren.
And that's more like it, right? That's a bit better for Bren Esports. Now they're going to go up against the rifles coming in from the side of Valkyrie. And this is, I like these kind of rounds because it shows the ingenuity of the team that's going into this round with, you know, inferior weaponry, but with the hopes of taking the round away and perhaps upgrading their weapons as well.
Yeah, and this is the round that Valkyrie can possibly get back. I mean, some of the members of Bren has Bulldogs, and some of them even have SMG still, but they could still do some heavy damage if they do play the card right. But the Jet is already out of the question. Dubstep no longer a problem here for Valkyrie in this early round. As Bren Esports still waiting for Valkyrie to get the push going because they want to catch them on the overextend. I think they kind of learned with Adrian that they like to get these aggressive plays going, but the taps are not going to come out here for Adrian, and that's a huge miss. Bren Esports now trying to get control of this A site. The rotations are going to start to come from Valkyrie here. There's one person in heaven, one person near Link. Problem is, Wild Oreo is already on 20 HP.
Spike planted.
Retake scenario for Valkyrie now. As smokes go down, still inside the site. They heard that reload, that's for sure. Waiting. Flippy to be in a position. There's Paranoid coming out. Great Paranoid. Ching is completely blinded. Great jump from Flippy. Finding the double kill. Dispenser's there though. And he does the exact same as Morkim. Will shut down Weezy, and it becomes just a trade game. And of course, the team of the numbers is going to be the one winning that out. Bren Esports up 3-0 now, and they get to upgrade their weapons as well.
Yeah. Their post-plant defense is just so good, man. Every time I see Bren Esports plant the bomb, or rather plant the spike, they're always in the right positions to trade each other in case a person from the other team gets multiple kills. And even on a 2v4 situation, I still look at Bren Esports to having the advantage just because the positioning is just correct. You would see them playing the crossfires, playing the angles that is hard for the person pushing to get. And right now they're trying to go aggressive. Unfortunately, Knives is on the case on Dispenser.
Shadows traveling.
Out of my way.
Okay, well, not much to say about this round, obviously. Valkyrie, I don't expect too much going into this round.
I mean, if the Jet does pop the Blaze one, maybe. Oh, that hurts, man. I feel like Jesse Bash saw Flippy's shoulder, because your shoulder is stretched out, right? When you have the Storm. Fortunately, the trade is gonna come. Adrian does happen to get heads with the share, start spamming through the firewall, but it's gonna be a possible win, do you think?
Nailed it.
Wild Arrayo.
Got them.
There's Chinning, consistent as ever.
One
It's
enemy
always like the
remaining.
funniest
Last
thing.
player
The Raze
standing.
gets killed midway. The 1v1 is gonna come out, and Adrian, the man, the myth, the savior of Valkyrie every time. In this one, 1-3 now, with off of a great clutch there from Adrian and Wild Oreo and the other boys, especially Knives, getting that initial kill. You could really feel it in the latter rounds because they did so much hefty damage with those sheriffs, and they got the Vandals for free, kind of, because they got mid control as well, so they just yoinked the guns off of Bren Esports, and Bren could not do anything there.
Agent straight down into Stewart's dubstep, straight into A-Long. He's not going to be expecting right behind him. But Orcum actually catching Adrian before he can even get any damage done. That egg site's just been cracked open in the first 10 seconds.
Got spike.
Cracked open like an egg. They don't even have to go towards A. Look at that. 3 players have gone over towards the A site. They can still rotate if they want to.
Yeah, but the offense is here. Valkyrie trying to get these
Spike
kicks.
planted.
Flippy though, and Wheezy doing in work. Flippy did not go all the way down. That means he can get an angle and work him. And he does use it. Does get the kill. He has to be careful though, because he's on 70 HP.
One
Defuse,
enemy
though.
remaining.
Dubstep knows they're already constantly pinging it, so it's a 1v2. So Ching is gonna push through. Unfortunately, Wheezy was guarding the smoke.
Well played from Valkyrie. And the right call there really was to rotate if you're Bren Esports. Like, they took that map, they took that control, and Valkyrie this positioned themselves after those smokes dissipate in the perfect place to find each and every one of those kills. And just not ideal from the side of Bren Esports. Valkyrie, they'll capitalize on mistakes like that every single time. Like, no one covering heaven to stop Borka from getting taken out there as soon as that spike goes down. Not sure why they insisted on even planting in that corner. I've never liked that plant. It's rarely useful. Plant for long.
Yeah, and Bren already shaping up for this A site, so they know this A site is very, very vulnerable from Valkyrie, and they're just running into it. And look at how much control they already have. The Hunter's Fury, just like I said, super accurate from Jesse Bash, does get the kill on Wheezy, but Wild Oreo from the back does get to, and Bren looking like they're gonna get the site. The problem is there's a Jet running into it. Flippy looking for the spike planter, but Jesse Bash is on the case with the Bulldog. And now it is a 2v2. Valkyrie looking to get the kills here, but Adrian once again with a great flank and knives picks up the slack. And Valkyrie are fighting back. 3-3 no longer is the case for big leads for Bren at this point.
This is... there's so many individual fights happening, and why are they not watching these flanks? Their killjoy going down so early every time means they never have information on these flanks coming in as well. It's really not a good job so far from Bren Esports. Valkyrie, they're looking like the better team, especially on these retakes. Valkyrie, a Haven team, we've seen it time and time again. They definitely know what they're doing on this map.
Go get him.
And we're heading into split as well for the second, and it's a shaky map for Bren as well. Right now, we're starting to see holes in Bren Esports' map pools.
You should run.
Yeah, and Haven is definitely one of those.
Get out of my way.
And this is actually super hard for Valkyrie right now. Just look at the A site. The Killjoy with the ulti, the pressure is so much they can't just push it and try to get the ulti. And now Bren Esports, they just get full control of site. Now, this is the thing that
Spike
Valkyrie
planted.
can do. They have more utility than Bren Esports, so are they going to use it properly?
Okay, great timing on that. While the Rayo can't target the recon bolt before it gets expired. And
Enemy remaining.
nice little headshot there from Dubstep. That is a much more solid post plant position for Bren Esports. Crossfires all over the map, and also, I mean, to be fair, luckily Dubstep just hovering over those boxes. That's not an angle you're ever gonna check.
Yeah, and also Valkyrie's positioning was super off that time. They were kind of in a 2-3 split with 2 people in heaven, right? And there's 3 people in Link. The last time that they won against the post plant of Bren Esports on A, they had Adrian flanking and also Wild Oreo getting some early damage in before Bren Esports can even go for the plant. Flippy was contributing as well, but peaked very early before the plant happened. But the peak is gonna come out. Wild Oreo once again gets punished for trying to get the orb to get that showstopper going. And Dubstep, no mercy whatsoever. He's just punishing him left and right. And Adrian trying to run from the drone in order to not give information here for Bren Esports. Spends the lead though. I don't think that's worth it. No one was even near the drone as Dispenser does get Wheezy. The flank is already gone, but the problem is there's actually 2 flanks, and the 2 flanks did not work at all against Dubstep and Valkyrie, now on a 2v5.
Spike planted.
Much better from Bren Esports, getting all this damage done before that spike's even gone down. Trying to deny as much progress for the retake as possible. The main question here is, will Bren Esports be rather gifting Adrian these 1v1s?
Last player standing.
Could be a possibility. Shane does get the frag, but Dispenser does get Flippy, so I do think a chance here for Valkyrie to retake is slim to none. I like that Bren is actually rotating despite heading the site very early on. They're open to optimizing their play, and as soon as they rotate to C, I do think it's so easy to defend C when you plant it correctly. I think it's when you plant it on the very back. You can defend it from like 3 different angles. You can defend it from long. You can defend it from like garage if you have control of it. And there's a little cubby there, and if the paint shells are not available, that could be an easy kill or even great. The problem is, TP is gonna come out right now in the back just to give Valkyrie a little bit of pressure to defend this site. Great shot from Flippy, but great shot from Dubstep in return. And Dubstep opening
One
up
enemy
the A
remaining.
site. Dispenser getting Wild Oreo from behind, and I do think that Bren Esports learns quick, so they do know whether or not Valkyrie is going to go for that flank, and Dispenser just kills Adrian there in the Heaven area. 6-3. So far, Bren Esports on the attacking side of Haven. Pretty good job.
I mean, the more rounds they get here, we've already seen how Bren Esports are on their defender side, right? They're a solid team, and I don't know. I'm still holding out for Valkyrie to do a little bit more damage here. Obviously, it's us 3-6. We're only getting this round going right now, and so still a lot more that can be done here from the side of Adrian and Suns. But for now, they need to start winning these fights. I mean, it's like they don't have aim. Walkure goes for that fight. That's obviously a nice play there. The attempt at trying to fight once that boombot goes out. Dubstep takes a heavy amount of damage for it. So that's fair enough. Adrian's still hiding. Oh dear. Uh-oh. And there he goes.
Not the best peak, but you know.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Ooh. I appreciate that Weezy is still trying to go for the flank, despite them being down in terms of score. They're not gonna play passively against Bren Esports. They're still gonna be themselves and go for the push. And right now it isn't working, but Valkyrie is still getting some pressure on the map with those, but at the moment they only have sheriffs.
Last player standing.
Not much damage. And Borkum, Jesse Vash taking down the last two members of Valkyrie left alive. And Bren Esports now on a 4-round lead. And if they can stretch this one, they could possibly take an easier route going towards the win on this map. And Valkyrie, if they want a better score, they're going to need to get these next 2 rounds. And now is the time to get that started, because they do have the Phantoms, they do have the Vandals and everything. So a buy phase is about to end. Meanwhile, people in Bren very comfortable in terms of their economy. Meanwhile, the rest not too much, but the turret not gonna distract Adrian at all, using it to heal. Jesse Bash and Dispenser already down. The souls are being sucked by Adrian for that HP, and right now Bren are on the back foot instead of them having the earlier pick in this one. And problem is, Chink is already on the C side. He gets spotted first. Unfortunately, Knives misses his shot. And Bren Esports looking to get back into this C site. The problem is they're going to have to clear the garage area. Early swing is going to come out. What a shot from Borkum. And never mind, they're not going to see at all. The other members of Valkyrie are filing into the C site. Problem is, the B side could be wide open as soon as they get the kill here on Wheezy. And oh no, Weezy was not looking at all, did not even graze Dubstep at all, using the 2 kills that he has to dash it back again. And Adrian looking for that cross from Borkum. Another soul orb is going to be consumed. Unfortunately, there's going to be a jet right behind him, but Ching has a jet right behind him as well. Jet v jet action, Dubstep.
He's so lit.
Putting himself on low HP. Flippy doing a great job here, finding the jet. And right now, Valkyrie, they really needed that round, that mini crouch, that mini teabag right there from Flippy just to seal the deal. He knows, man. He knows.
Mini teabag, story of my life. As nice try there from Flippy. Dubstep, obviously he got lit so low, just on the edge of that smoke. That was well played. And Flippy holds his nerve, doesn't even take any damage there. Dubstep really whipped all their shots. But Adrian catching the crosses coming through as well. Adrian got a 3k in that round, so that's really good to see from him.
Watch this.
And now it's the last chance, right? It's either this goes 5-7 or it goes 4-8. And Valkyrie, if they get this to 5-7, they could have a good attacker side in their hands.
Yeah, and Bren Esports so far have done a great job on working on their post-plant defense, and it's been paying off. But the problem is Valkyrie, they're still playing way more aggressive than Bren right now. it's been paying off. And it's been
Get out of my
kind
way!
of the reason why they're losing at the same time. But the problem is, Adrian already on the case. He's gonna use the dismiss to be safe. But Bren,
Shadows
Borkum is already right behind him. The Reyna is out of the picture. The Killjoy, the Detain is already down. That means that is the green light for the Wild Oreo to get the showstopper onto Jesse Bash. The spike is
One
already
enemy
down.
remaining.
Problem is, the rest of the Valkyrie squad is also down, so it is all up on Flippy to get
Spike
into
planted.
another 1v3
One
clutch.
enemy
Gets the
remaining.
Killjoy, but does not click onto Borkum in time. Unfortunate for him. Too close for comfort there
Oh,
for
look
Bren.
at Borkum! Look at Borkum!
Well, grabe.
He threw out a firewall and then started teabagging the firewall as well.
Nako, trastok yan.
That's Borkum, isn't it? That's classic Borkum as well. That's pre-TNC, pre-Bren Borkum.
What do you mean? He still does that when he was on Bren.
Yeah, but he did so much worse in IPT. Have you seen him?
Bro, everyone, okay.
Calls out.
Everyone has to go through the Getsimov gauntlet to become the best player that they can be. That's the case on Wits. That's the case on Borkum. See? Shout out Getsimov, bro. I hope you're on a good team right now.
Are they asleep?
Yeah,
That
Jace.
team.
Yeah, rip that team. I hate that team because
That
they let
team
them
in
go.
particular.
Yeah, that team. But let's stop talking about that team.
Enemy killed.
How Wild Oreo gets dinked and he gets killed by Dubstep like the 65th time. at this
cover
point.
going out.
Oh, is this a pistol round? I thought the half hasn't happened yet, but never mind. It is. Flippy somehow getting the kill through the dark cover as Dubstep does fall, and Adrian, if he does not flick this one in time, he's not gonna get it. Good thing he does. As Adrian sets the pace, he wants to get this spike down. Unfortunately, he has to dwindle the numbers first
Turret out.
to make it an even situation for both of them. The peak is gonna come out.
Player
Unfortunately, the
standing.
headshot's not gonna be true as this Spencer using his turret to take down Flippy, and technology is superior in this one as Bren Esports get this win off of the Killjoy. So great job from Dispenser. Good turret placement, I guess.
That is not how you want to start that second half, though. Valkyrie needed that to get back into this game. That would have been a 5-8, and that seems way closer than a 4-9
Placing
does.
Swarm grenade. Turret out.
Valkyrie need 9. Bro, oh my god, Borkum and Dubstep. The round just started, and Dubstep's found a double kill.
Last player standing.
And Borkum has found a double kill of his own as well. It's all down to Flippy yet again. He's only got a classic. He's stuck in a corner. He's flashed. Press and dash away. He's gonna get shot down by Ching. And there's another one. And look at the spray continuing onto his body there. Flippy. He's touched a nerve. We're up 10-4 now. Bren Esports. They're not a team you want to piss off. Not gonna lie.
Facts. That is definitely facts. And Bren, kind of like a Michael Jordan-esque mindset where you just piss him off and they just play way better. Like, it's like that. It's just like that. Especially Borkum. I think Borkum, out of everyone, is the last person you want to BM. Because that man, as soon as you BM him, he just plays 10 times better.
Found them.
Oh, Valkyrie getting these triple entries. Actually, what was that? Bren Esports, they just got ran over onto this A site.
Last
And
player
right now they got
standing.
full control. Borkum getting the taste of his own medicine and actually getting killed, but he was flanking. Right now, Ching trying to go for the swing, but it's not gonna swing out.
Tried. That's fine, I guess.
Yeah. It's not gonna ring his head because it dinks when it rings. Okay, whatever. Mars. Hard.
Shay, is that you?
You know it, buddy. I can't say anything else or I'm gonna get like a full Shay mob on me. But I'm gonna chill about that.
It's okay. But
Yeah, I'm more of a
I'm
Balaki.
friends with him, so it's all good.
Yeah, so I can talk as much.
I can say what I want.
Yeah.
10 to 5, we're on to round number 16 now. Bren Esports still 5 rounds in the lead, and defense, a couple of holes in it already. Just deep side is completely there to work with a Borkum, as I say that. Takes down Adrian, the one agent you don't want to lose, but Flippy is still in this game. And while Flippy is alive, you should be scared, as Borkum, he's leading the charge in. He doesn't slow down. There it is. It's going to be the... okay, running back. I didn't realize he was ulting at that point. But there you go. It's down to a 2 versus 4. Firewall goes out.
One enemy
That
remaining.
can start.
No, but smokes are not bolted through. Wheezy, can you pre-fire the right spot?
He sits up to the... Oh my goodness! Look at them go! Especially Borkum and Jing. These two.
Nah, it's probably Borkum. He's like, yo, teabag this guy, 5. All 5 of us, teabag this guy, please.
You know, there's a psychological factor going on as well,
Yeah.
you know. But as long as they're not chatting anything, it's all good.
I hope they're chatting something, man. That's
I know
gonna
you do.
become
You
way,
love to
way-
stir the
I
freaking pot,
love
dude.
drama, dude.
Turret out.
Oh, let us stir the pot. Let us
Only
stir.
I was admin at Valorant,
Stealing sight.
but it's a pretty fun time to see. But back to the game. More BM action going on. They're just gonna rush B at this point. No one's in the site at all. And okay, Valkyrie just got B site for free, I guess. You guys want to plant? There's no one there. Low? Open. There you go. Finally, they notice that they have a spike to plant. The problem is there is a Borkum right behind him. No one is watching that angle too. That was the Jet's job. Unfortunately, he didn't do his job good enough.
Last player
The problem
standing.
is, I'm confused. Man. This is a huge misplay here from Valkyrie. It's all on Flippy once again. That it shouldn't be all on Flippy. This should be the site taken already, and they should just run into the site with
How
the
does
spike.
that even happen? How does
Like-
Cypher not have tripwires down and not realize there's someone behind them?
Yeah, but it's still a huge
I got the
misplay
spike.
from Valkyrie. They got the site for free, but if you think that was all planned all along from Borkum and the boys, 'cause they
Match
allowed them to
point.
go into the B site, but then the paranoia, not from the Omen, but from the players set in. They're still holding the angle. They're waiting for them to push through the smoke, but no. It took Omen too long to get the spike onto the site, and that allowed Borkum to get the flank.
Goodness. Borkum.
Get out of my
He's
way.
the kind of player that he can trash talk first and also get the win. It's the most frustrating kind of player to play against. Straight out of there. He actually gets away. And he's got his teammates to rely on there as well. But Flippy, oh my goodness, Jesse Vash catching Flippy as he makes his way in. And just like that, this game should be done. It's a 2 versus 3, and it's a 2 versus, sorry, 3 versus nobody as Borkum shuts them all down.
That's how
And